My subject is true believers are kept separated from the world. You heard that right. My subject is true believers are kept separated from the world. True believers are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. You shall save yourselves from the evil and wicked generation, who are the children of disobedience. That is, the children of disobedience is but one of the many names of Satan and Lucifer. But you must understand that gravity is not going to cease to function where you sit or stand, allowing you to be caught up in mid-physical air. That is a lie of Satan. You shall save yourself from this evil and wicked generation, the rulers of this world. You may ask, well, how could I possibly save myself? Simply by believing on my name, believing on me, receiving my name, receiving your name, studying, obeying my commandments, keeping the laws of Yahweh. All of this is how you save yourself. Pay Yahweh and yourself first. That helps you to get your priorities in order. But my salvation is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the name that I bring to you, the laws that I bring to you. Much the same as Moses brought salvation to the children of Israel, our forefathers, in the wilderness. Why was it necessary for Moses to bring the laws written on a tablet to the children of Israel? Was it because the children of Israel did not really understand the law that had existed from the garden, before the garden? Was it not a fact that the children of Israel were disobedient and rebellious and murmurous, even against Moses, the one who brought them their salvation? They needed order in their life. They were without the knowledge of the law. Moses had to tell them he comes from the God of their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So they obviously were living under the law of Pharaoh, the Egyptian, and believed in going in and out of their courts, the laws of man, government de facto. The same thing that our people are doing now, today. So it becomes your responsibility now to make a choice that I am here with the law of Yahweh versus the law of man. If it were not for persecution, then I would be there with you now. We would be together at this feast. I'm being persecuted because I bring you the law which gives order to you, your family, our nation, and ultimately the world. They feed you a diet of evil and wickedness 24 hours, 7 days a week. No question about that, and you know that. So you have a responsibility, now that I have brought you this knowledge of the law, to save yourself. By making your choice that instead of letting television brainwash you and you sit up and give your time to television, you will pull out your, if you have to listen to something, then pull out some videos of me teaching on poverty to riches. Or invite your family and friends to sit down to the myriad of videos that I have. Or pull out one of the thousands of tapes that I have. Yahweh music that we have on tape. I have produced enough Yahweh culture for you to not have to be brainwashed by evil and wicked ideas from this generation. You can save yourself from this. You don't have to wonder what the news is on television. It's negative, destruction, evil communication. The people running this world are children of disobedience. That's who they are. They're also known as the children of the world. That's who you have been following. You've had no choice till I come. Now that I am come to you, you have a choice. And by coming into the knowledge of the truth, coming into a new consciousness, you begin to realize that the children of the world have corrupted themselves. Their spot of corruption is not the spot of Yahweh children. They are a perverse generation. That's what they are. They are a crooked generation. They are a evil generation. A wicked generation. So you have to understand this. They are a contrary generation. They are contrary to the laws of Yahweh. They are a forward, F-R-O-W-A-R-D people. They are seditious, querulous. They love arguments. Watch their television. You can turn on the television, any show that they have on, and just turn the sound down where you can't hear a word, and watch their expression. Watch the facial expression. And you'll get the shock of your life. You can tell from their mannerisms, their actions, and their expression. They're full of confusion and hatred and animosity and quarrels because they are an intransigent people. The children of the world are wrong-headed and troublesome. They are a vexatious people, difficult. They're difficult to get along with each other. You have a 12-year-old boy in Florida suing his mother for a divorce from her. And they are promoting this all across the country. He's a rebel. Whether she's a good mother or not, I'm not into that as an issue. But he's being promoted on national television as surely there are many children who would like to sue their parents for divorce and live with strangers. Have you not noticed that the media of America only focuses on the dissidents in a country? Here are 99% of the people happy with whatever their system is. And America, media and leadership focuses on a handful of dissidents. The rebels of the country. That's who they want to funnel money to. And that's who they want to call that democracy. The rebels constitute democracy. Well, what do you think is taking place in America? They are a wild people, unruly people. The children of this world are unmanageable and uncontrollable. In reality, that's why there's so many jails and prisons and death in the country, because they are ungovernable. They are an aberrant group of people, a bunch of deviants. They're abnormal. I saw a commercial on television. They said, being normal is boring. And then they said, but that's sinful. And they said, sinful is so much fun. That's a commercial that comes on between shows. They are anomalistic, strange, odd, and queer people. They're incongruous and monstrous. They're monstrous. The children of this world are freakish and unnatural. Their minds are distorted and twisted, warped. They are cantankerous and quarrelsome. They are contentious and obstreperous, ill-tempered and bad-tempered, short-tempered, hot-headed, touchy and testy. That's them. They're very grouchy. Don't you notice? Think about it. Crabby. They're very peevish and cross. They're very petulant and petty. They're so petty, their movies and soap operas are all about being petty. They're always snarling on television. When you cut the sound down, you'll watch them. They're snarling. You turn it up, they're growling, and they're bearish, snappish, and whoppish. Very bitchy. They're always sullen and sour and moody. Very fractious, bilious, and virulent. They're acerbic, too. Very spiteful and hateful and invidious. Extremely ill-willed and ill-disposed. The children of this world are indefatigable, unbending. They just love to wear you out. Very obstinate group of people. Inflexible, stubborn, mulish, hard-headed and pig-headed. Perverted, very perverted. Vice-ridden, immoral, unprincipled. They're extremely unscrupulous. They're a dissolute group of people, and they love to profligate, deprave. They're degenerate. They're gone to the dog. They're male violent, malignant with wickedness, very malicious also, evil intentioned. They're evil disposed, evil minded, iniquitous. They're base beyond belief. The children of this world are foul mouthed. They're foul, they're low, they're bad, they're sinful and perverse. That's it. That is it. That's the way it is. Yes, the children of the world have corrupted themselves, and I repeat, their spot is not the spot of Yahweh's children. They are a generation that curses their fathers. They are a generation that does not bless their mother. And therefore their days are not long on the earth. And they're not blessed on the earth. Their time is short. The children of the world are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. They do not seek to wash themselves from their filthiness. They do not seek to wash themselves from their perverseness and crookedness. Yes, in fact, they advertise it, promote it. Movies, television, newspapers, books, magazines, their filth is promoted. Their depravity is promoted. But oh, how lofty are their eyes. You ever notice? And their eyelids are lifted up. They're so proud looking, forward speaking. But as they dress up their frame with beautiful clothes, they seek, and as they drive their beautiful cars and come out of their beautiful mansions, they seek to devour the poor from off the earth. As they build up a huge economic base, they seek to devour the needy from among men. The children of the world are a generation of vipers, snakes, And when you know the nature of a snake, you're looking at the nature of the children of the world, the rulers of this world. They are an evil generation that seeketh after signs. They are an adulterous generation that seeketh after signs. And there shall no sign be given to this evil and adulterous generation, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man, Yahweh ben Yahweh, be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. And of course, the heart, the center, the economic heartbeat of the earth is America. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation and shall condemn this generation, because the men of Nineveh repented at the preaching of Jonah. Yet this generation has not repented at the teachings of Yudhe-Wahbe Beth-Nun Sophie, Yudhe-Wahbe Yahweh Yahweh. And behold, a greater than Jonah is here. This evil generation has taught the wicked ones their ways through their various institutions called schools, economic institutions, their religious institutions. In their skirts are found the blood of the soul of the poor innocent. I have not found this out by a secret search, for their wickedness is open before the world. The righteous suffer persecution at the hand of the wicked, or I would not be here incarcerated at this hour. The children of the world beat my people to pieces all across the country. They beat my people to pieces wherever they are scattered in the countries of the earth, and grind the faces of the poor. They are a faithless generation. The children of the world are a perverse generation, and you must save yourself from this untoward generation. You must save yourself from this contrary generation. You must save yourself from this hostile generation. You must save yourself from this unfriendly generation. You must save yourself from this negative generation. You must save yourself from this bad generation. You must save yourself from this ominous generation. You must save yourself from this threatening generation. You must save yourself from this menacing generation. You must save yourself from this sinister and evil generation. Yes, you must save yourselves from this unfit generation. You must save yourselves from this doomed generation. You must save yourselves from this inept generation. You must save yourselves from this unseemly generation. You must save yourselves from this unbecoming generation. You must save yourself from this indecent generation. You must save yourself from this impolite generation. Yes, you must save yourself from this rude generation. Because you have every one of these characteristics. And you must save yourself from this undignified generation, your teachers. You must save yourself from this unrefined generation, your teachers. You must save yourself and rescue your future from this unpolished generation. You must save yourselves and rescue your future from this inelegant generation. You must save yourselves and your future from this indiscreet generation. You must save yourselves and rescue your future from this tactless generation. You must save yourselves and rescue your future from this injudicious generation. Yes, you. The responsibility falls on you. And it is your duty to save yourselves and your future from this evil and wicked, perverse, degenerate generation, the leader of the world. The children of the world suffer from social corruption and depravity. The children of the world suffer from political corruption and depravity. The children of the world suffer from educational corruption and depravity. The children of the world suffer from economic corruption and depravity. And yet, the children of the world suffer from spiritual corruption and depravity. They have been evil from the beginning of their civilization 6,000 years ago. Sin, the breaking of the laws of Yahweh, was as universal then as now. The breaking of the laws of Yahweh during the days of Noah is as universal now as it was then. No wonder Matthew speaks in chapter 24 around verse 37, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall also it be in the day of the coming of the Son of Man. I'm here, and you find the word to be true. And Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great among all the nations of the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his mind was only evil continually. And it repented Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh, that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved his mind. Imagine the Creator's mind being grieved at his own creation. And Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh said, I will destroy Cain's descendants, whom I have created, from the face of the earth, for it repenteth me that I have made Cain to rule. Only Noah found grace in the eyes of Yudhe-Wahbe and was thereby saved from the destruction. Please remember, as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of Yudhe-Wahbe, Bethlehem, Sophia, Yudhe-Wahbe, Yahweh ben Yahweh be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, partying, getting high, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.